Well, hello. That's for the guys that are going to say, what's it sound like clean? Well, that's a little snippet of what it sounds like clean. We'll get to that in just a little bit. So, I'm back, and I've got this beautiful thing. This, right here, is probably my new #1 guitar in my entire collection. This is an Epiphone Les Paul 50s Standard from the Inspired by Gibson line. So they introduced this line, as you know, a couple years ago, probably about 2020, 2021, something like that. And just about everything that I've played that's come out of that line has been absolutely fantastic. This is no exception. I've owned an SG Standard from that line, and I currently have Gold Glory, which is also from that line, I think. Something like that. It's kind of along that. It's got the headstock and all that stuff. Anyway, so this right here is a 50s Standard. They also make a 60s Standard, but we're not going to be talking about that. The biggest difference between the 50s and the 60s, I think, are going to be the color options that you get, obviously the pickups, and then I think the biggest thing is the neck. Now with the 50s, the big thing is the neck. Literally, the neck is super chunky, just how I like it. I highly recommend going out and trying both the 50s and the 60s if you can manage to get your hands on both to see which one you like better. So I played one of these in a store that's local to me, and I did like all of us other guitar players do. I went to Sweetwater and just tried to look and see, because I didn't like the color they had. And then I saw that Sweetwater had this color here, Lemon Burst, which happens to be one of my favorite colors. This and like a Honey Burst, Desert Burst, iced tea, kind of stuff like that. Much prefer those colors on a Les Paul. They just look so classy. This one kind of looks like the Lazarus, the Joe Bonamassa Lazarus, or like some kind of greeny kind of wannabe thing. Great guitar, but great color, all that kind of stuff. But this is a Sweetwater exclusive color, Lemon Burst, and they actually had this one on sale, I think. This one was only $6.49. The 50 Standard and I believe the 60 Standard too retail for $6.99. So this was actually $50 cheaper than the other colors going through Sweetwater. So I don't know if that's part of their Guitar Month thing or whatever. As I'm recording this, it's September 26th as I'm recording this, 2023. So they're, I think, wrapping up their Guitar Month. You may still be able to get one depending on when this video is posted, but that's besides the point. So there it is, 50 Standard Lemon Burst, beautiful color. Every time I've taken pictures of this thing and posted it, like to Facebook or something, and some groups that I'm in, Les Paul groups, they love it. It's great. But yeah, so you've heard some snippets of it being played dirty, and then you heard that little snippet of it being played clean. Let's stay on the neck pickup here and just kind of give you some more playing of clean. It's a great clean sound. To the middle position here, make sure everything's turned up. It sounds great. Bridge is going to be nice and full and kind of slightly honky like you would expect it to be. Hear a little bit of a breakup in there. So overall, sounds great. Pickups are pro buckers. A lot of people don't like that, but these are really nice. They're really clear. They've got a decent amount of output. These are the Pro Bucker 1 and 2 pickups. They are modeled, they're like a PAF style pickup, so they're kind of modeled after what you would expect a PAF to sound like, which is fitting for a 50s guitar, right? So there you go. There's some clean sounds for you. sounds great. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to a dirty sound. I'm running some amp sims, so I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I've got the amp sim switched to it's a Black Star amp sim. As you can tell, I'm quite a big fan of Black Star amps, so I'm running that, and this is what it sounds like distorted if you don't remember from like 5-6 minutes ago. So as you can see, it does the distorted thing very well, as you would expect. Here's the middle position here, so both pickups. Kind of noodling around there, not really anything special, but sounds like a Les Paul thus far. To the neck position here. I mean, I don't get people's kind of weird obsession with kind of just shitting all over ProBuckers. These are really nice. They're nice, responsive, they're clear. I like them. Specifically, I like the neck pickup, which I believe is the ProBucker 2. I could be wrong. I'll leave a link in the description to the Sweetwater listing. That's not an affiliate link or anything. I'm not being told to do that. I did buy this with my own money, so there you go. I was called a Sweetwater shill or something like that. Like, oh, I want to be an affiliate, like, so bad. Like, I don't. I mean, I do, but that's not why I promote Sweetwater. It's just, they're great, right? So anyway, so there you go. There's some snippets of the guitar. Really quick, just kind of overlook of this thing. So, so it's the new headstock shape, that Kalamazoo headstock shape, because everybody complained enough for them to change it, so they did. It says standard right there on the truss rod cover, more akin to their Gibson bigger brothers. Turn over to the back. There's some stickers there. You can see I already kind of tore one off there. But Epiphone Deluxe tuners, I much prefer these like tulip style over like the kidney bean looking Grovers. Hold tune really well and just look more aesthetically pleasing to me. It's a Graphtec new bone nut, I believe. So welcome addition, that bone nut. Indian Laurel fingerboard, right? They're not using rosewood on these, which is fine. This is a really nice piece of Indian Laurel. I love it. Trapezoid inlays. You got the binding on the neck here. It's just like a gloss finish on the back of the neck, and again, it's that 50s chunky kind of neck. So if you like that, you're really gonna think this is comfortable. It's really, really nice. Standard Gibson scale length, all that kind of stuff. Moving on down to the body, this is where it gets good. Again, it is that lemon burst kind of color here. Really nice top on this one. They had 3 others at the time when I was looking for this, and this was the nicest one that I thought. They had one that was slightly heavier that I wanted, but it didn't have as defined of a top. It's a AAA flame maple veneer, which a lot of people scoff at veneers, but it's like I would much rather have one that looks good than is like a plain top. Nothing wrong with plain tops, but that's just me. Anyway, getting off topic here. Cream plastic, so cream pickup rings, cream switch tip, poker chip. Pick guard, the correct inclusion of the pick guard, I might add. You do what you like, I don't really care. ProBucker 1 and 2 pickups, as I mentioned earlier. Bridge and tailpiece, all that kind of stuff. 2 volume, 2 tone. I mean, it's your standard Les Paul, as it should be. Come in a myriad of colors. Like I said, the lemon burst color you can only get, to my understanding, at Sweetwater. I think that Anderton's a couple years ago did a special run of like lemon burst 59s, right? But other than that, I don't think I've seen the 50 standard in the lemon burst. And again, it's probably my favorite color on a Les Paul. Flipping over to the back here, really, really nice back on this. Really nice. I really like this. It's like a cherry red, pairs really well. As you can see, maybe side by side there, just looks stunning with that. Cavity covers here for your switch, all your electronics down here, all that kind of stuff. I mean, again, it's a fantastic guitar. My failed attempt at tapping. Anyway, so kind of moral of the story here. If you're looking for a solid Les Paul Standard, and you maybe don't want to spend the price for the 59, or maybe you don't like that age gloss finish, right? The one that's kind of like where they're trying to like mimic nitrocellulose, and you want a gloss finish, I highly recommend that you check out the 50s and 60s standards. Because if you go with the 59, you're going to get the 50s neck regardless. You're not going to get a 60s neck on it, right? That's why they call it 59. But this one, this is a keeper. And I honestly think that this one is probably my new number one. I've said it a million times, as you could probably tell. This is a keeper right here. I think I've always kind of been searching for that one Les Paul. I think we all do, right? You always want that one Strat, that one Les Paul, that one SG or whatever, right? And I think this is the one. Not that I won't ever buy another Les Paul or anything, but there's something about this that I just really like. And I think it's a mix of obviously the colors, makes me want to pick it up and play it. The comfortability, I mean, it suits me to a T as far as the neck goes. I don't mind the gloss finish. You know, I go back and forth between liking the matte and the gloss, but that's a personal preference. And I mean, it just overall is great, you know. Like I said, it came from Sweetwater, so it came set up really, really nice. The only thing I did as a personal preference was that I lowered the bridge action just a little bit. Past the 12th fret was a little high, but, you know, that's, again, personal preference. So anyway, that is it. A little bit of a different review there from me, but that's the Epiphone 50s Standard Les Paul. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to go pick one up, again, link in the description. It is not an affiliate link or anything like that, so don't be afraid. I'm not making any money off of it. I'm not being paid to do this. Don't worry. If you like the video, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell notification, all that kind of good stuff. I'm going to try to get back into posting regularly. Just had a little bit of a hiatus. Had some things happen in life. Life happens. Got busy, work, all that kind of stuff. You know how it goes. But anyway, take care, guys. Be safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.